Bucky's my man. Usually he's at odds with Rob. Here's what I got to say. Do we have the audio? Okay, on Speak for Yourself, I believe it was yesterday. Here's what Bucky Brooks said about Tom Brady.
Let's just call it what it is. He's a system quarterback who has played in a great system that has produced a lot of winning. Because that same system helped Matt Castle go 11-5 when Tom Brady wasn't available to the knee. I saw Jacoby Brissett look like a dude in that system. Jimmy Garoppolo also won games in that system. So what I'm saying is this.
Say it.
Tom Brady, at this stage of his career, he needs the system more than ever.
Stop it, Bucky. This is ridiculous. Tom Brady, a system quarterback? How'd the system do without Tom Brady? Bill Belichick and his system, and he's a great coach. I've said he's the GOAT. But he's coached 7 years without Tom Brady. Guess how many times they made the playoffs? Once. Once. You can bring up Matt Castle all you want. They didn't make the playoffs that year. You can bring up Jacoby Brissett and Jimmy Garoppolo. That was a tiny, not a small, a tiny sample size.
They were 11-5.
Did they make the playoffs?
Not that year.
Short menu, Rob Parker. And here's the other thing. I'm bringing up the 7 years, 6 of them, no playoffs. Bill Belichick, when he took over the New England Patriots, the year before he took over, they were 8-8. In Belichick's first year, with 4-time Pro Bowler Drew Bledsoe as his quarterback in his system, they went 5-11. The next year, with Drew Bledsoe at quarterback, they start 0-2. Bledsoe gets hurt. Brady takes over. They go 11-3, win the Super Bowl. The rest is history. He's not a system quarterback because the system didn't work for Drew Bledsoe. The system didn't work in Cleveland. The system is Tom Brady. And again, I'm not taking away from Belichick, but look at it. Some years they're more run, some years they were more pass. Here's the other thing about Brady. System quarterbacks don't have great statistics. System quarterbacks are game managers that just don't mess it up. Tom Brady led the NFL in passing yards 3 times. That's the same as Peyton Manning. That's 3 times more than Aaron Rodgers, who's never done it. Tom Brady threw for 4,000 plus yards 11 times, 5,000 plus yards once. He led the NFL in touchdowns 4 times. That's the same as Peyton Manning. And 3 more times than Aaron Rodgers. He led the NFL in yards per game 2 times. Same as Peyton Manning. And 2 more than Aaron Rodgers. He led the league in passer rating and QBR 2 times. Aaron Rodgers, passer rating leader 2 times. I'm just saying. These are not the numbers of a system quarterback. Stop it. I mean, because he brought up Michael Jordan later. You would never call Michael Jordan a system. And I agree. Michael Jordan was phenomenal.
He could have played in anything and won.
But if I really want to get like Bucky, let's keep it real. Did Michael Jordan ever win in a system other than the triangle? All the other systems he ran, he never won it other than in the triangle. So I'm not limiting Jordan to a system, but I'm just saying if we want to be technical like Bucky's trying to be, and don't tell me he wasn't as great in college, obviously, as Jordan. Joe Montana, who you think, Rob, is the GOAT, and there's an argument there. He wasn't anything tremendous at Notre Dame. Yeah, they won the national title. He wasn't a driving force. He's a 3rd-round pick. Nobody thought he was that special. So I can't wait to get Bucky on. I know you're gonna be glad with me and Bucky.
I'm just sitting back. I want to see this for a change. I'm always the one fighting. I want to hear his argument, and then I could make a fair. I just want.
You heard his little
No,
quote.
I heard the quote, but I want to hear.
Is Brady a system quarterback?
I just want to hear a little bit more.
Is Brady from what?
I would never call
you,
him a system
thank
quarterback, but I don't
you.
think
You'll
he's.
even
I
go there.
don't think he's the. I don't think he's the greatest quarterback.
Right, but you think he's second?
Yeah, he would be there.
Tom Brady
But
could do that.
Tom Brady could do that.
no, Tom can.
Y'all got to rack that. Rob Parker admitted
Second best quarterback.
that Tom Brady is the second greatest quarterback
Rob
of
Parker.
all time.
I've always said he's the most accomplished quarterback. Have I not said that?
Yes, but you got
The most accomplished. And
what
when you
does
put
it
in
take
that,
to get accomplishments? Talent, ability. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Come on. All right, let's bring on Bucky Brooks to defend himself. Now, are you saying at 42 he's a system quarterback, or he's always been a system quarterback?
He's always been a system quarterback. The overwhelming majority of players in the National Football League are system players, Tom Brady included. When Tom Brady entered the league, Tom Brady was a 6th-round pick, won 99th overall. He comes into a great system in New England where, look, it was built for the defense, the running game, and a game manager. The first 3 Super Bowls that he won, when they won 3 out of 4, it was all because of their defense and the way that they managed the game and played complementary football. He has never been viewed as a transcendent talent. What he's always been viewed as is a great manager, leader, and winner. But now that he's older, it's just a matter of he has to be in the right system to be able to get it.
All right, Bucky, I'm going to say something to you I often say to Rob Parker. Stop it! Bucky! All right, I'm going to hit you with some facts. System. Bill Belichick's system, I assume. Mm-hmm. Bill Belichick has coached 7 years without Tom Brady as his quarterback. They've made the playoffs once. And in New England, the year before Brady took over, with Drew Bledsoe, a 4-time Pro Bowler, as his quarterback, Bill Belichick and his system went 5-11. The next year, when Brady does take over, when Bledsoe starts the season as quarterback, they're 0-2. Brady takes over. The rest is history. They go 11-3 and win the Super Bowl and 3 of the next 4. Tom Brady, system quarterbacks don't have great numbers. They just manage, to your point. Tom Brady's led the league in passing yards, touchdowns, and yards per game, and as much as Peyton Manning has, and way more than Aaron Rodgers has. He's second all-time in passing yards and touchdowns passing. That is not a system quarterback. I mean Trent Dilfer was a system quarterback, not Tom Brady.
Okay, so Chris, by your account, like, if you play long enough, you ring up stats. That's why you probably
he threw 11 times 4,000 yards. Eli's numbers aren't even close to Tom Brady's. Stop it.
But because
Eli never led the league in anything but interceptions, Bucky.
Right. And all of those years that you talk about Tom Brady with those great numbers and touchdowns and those things, he didn't win Super Bowls in those years, right? Because the
some of them he did.
The system that we talk about is the same system where Jacoby Brissett stepped in.
How many games?
It's the same.
How many games, Bucky? How many games did those? They played 4 combined. That's the sample size. That doesn't qualify. 4.
Matt Castle went 11-5.
Did they make the playoffs?
11-5.
Bucky, did they make the playoffs? No. I don't care about 11-5. They didn't make the playoffs. They were 5-11 the year. Bucky, you are so wrong. You know it. You didn't even know the numbers I threw at you. Now you know you're wrong.
No. So here's what I know.
I'm enjoying
about
this.
Tom Brady. Here's what I know about Tom Brady, Chris. I want you, since you're so heavy on the numbers, I want you to check the numbers the last 4 years, and you'll notice that his completion percentage and passer rating has declined steadily in each of those seasons.
I'll give you as a 40-year-old if you want to talk that.
You also will notice from 2018 on, he's been one of the worst quarterbacks in football. And last year in the playoffs, he was the worst quarterback in the playoff field.
Bucky, that's fine if you want to talk about the last couple years. That's fine.
Well,
He's
that's
40 years old. But don't give me system quarterback for his whole career. You talked about he wasn't transcendent coming out of college.
He wasn't.
Neither was Joe Montana. Montana was a third-round pick. Montana wasn't the driving force behind that national championship at Notre Dame. They didn't think he was going to be special. But if Brady's not the GOAT, it's Montana. So come on.
Look, but you can be the GOAT without being transcendent. You can be the GOAT without being transcendent.
How?
What I'm saying,
what GOAT is considered not transcendent?
So if we're saying that Tom Brady is the greatest of all time, and by winning 6 Super Bowls, we can say that. However,
he got numbers
no,
too.
But you would say
numbers too.
But you would say accomplished. That's if you're just looking at the titles.
I mean, that's really what it is, because that last Super Bowl that we saw in Atlanta when they beat the L.A. Rams, that wasn't because of Tom Brady. That was because the defense.
But hold on, didn't he lead the game-winning drive?
So that's what we're saying is he made 4 throws, and that's enough to define him, as that's why they won it. And if we go
He's
to those
done it in every Super Bowl they've been in. He led the drives.
Super Bowls, Chris. The first 3 Super Bowls, they didn't win it because of Tom Brady. They won it because the defense and everybody else carried them. I mean, let's be real about what it is. And when we talk about the Tom Brady, Peyton Manning era, if you go tit for tat when it comes to it, Peyton Manning was the transcendent talent. Tom Brady was the ultimate winner. But when we talk about transcendent talent, we're talking about guys that when we look at it, we look at them and it pops. Tom Brady was a 6th-round pick for a reason. Tom Brady was a game manager early in his career for a reason. He wasn't a transcendent star. So, look, I can give him credit for being accomplished and the ultimate winner. But I'm not going to sit here and pretend that Tom Brady is the boogeyman and he is the best quarterback physically that we've ever seen. He's not the same talent that Pat Mahomes is. He's not the same talent that Aaron Rodgers was. He's not that.
Why are his individual numbers so much better than Rodgers?
Why is individual? Because the system is outstanding.
Well, why didn't Drew Bledsoe win in that system? Drew Bledsoe's a 4-time Pro Bowler.
Yeah, but Drew Bledsoe also didn't stay in that system. Let's just say Drew Bledsoe stayed in that system. Who's to say that he wouldn't have won?
I'm gonna say it because he was 5-13 in Belichick. He was 5-13, and the next week, Brady took over. No, Belichick's second year, and he was 5-11 the first year with Bledsoe. Second year, he goes 0-2. Brady becomes the quarterback because Bledsoe got hurt. Week 3, they start a roll and they go 11-3 and win the Super Bowl. And the rest is history. So come on, man. He's a 3-time MVP. What game manager wins MVP awards?
Well, part of the majority of playing quarterback is managing the game and understanding situations and circumstances. Tom Brady, because he's been coached by maybe the best coach of all time, understands how to do that. The complementary football that you look at with the New England Patriots, that is why they win. They don't turn the ball over. They play the right way. They find a way to continue to win games when everything around them is murky. Look, I can give Tom Brady credit.
And they cheat.
Elevate some things and whatever. However, I'm not going to stand here, particularly when he's 42 and a declining
I'll give you if you want to say at 42. When the one year he had a receiver, or the couple years he had a receiver like Marvin Harrison, who with Peyton had. He broke records.
You mean
when he had Randy Moss?
Right.
That's when I start thinking this dude might be the GOAT. Because look at his receivers early in his career, Bucky. And then really all the time without Moss, they were mediocre at best.
So what we're saying is when you put Tom Brady with the Hall of Fame receiver.
Like Peyton Manning had his whole career. Like Peyton Manning had his whole career.
Okay, I'm just saying so you're saying if you surround good players with great players, they play better. That's what they're supposed to do.
Brady ain't a good player. He's a great player. This is a bloodbath, Bucky. Just stop it. You my boy, but this has been a slaughter.
Not really. I mean, you came with a lot of fanboy stuff. But
I came with facts. I came with facts, Bucky.
You're a fanboy.
I came with facts. You came with he was a 6th-round draft pick. In that case, Joe Montana is not transcendent. He was a 3rd-round pick. Nobody thought he was going to be anything.
Are y'all going to have a good weekend?
But transcendent.
See, you thought you were messing with Rob, Bucky. You thought you was messing with Rob.
Are we saying that Joe Montana was a generational talent? Are we saying that Joe Montana is the same talent that Dan Marino?
I don't care about the talent. Who was the better quarterback? Joe Montana or Dan Marino?
That's what we were talking about.
Who was the better quarterback?
Okay, so that's
because Marino played for Don Shula.
Since you're a basketball aficionado, that would be like saying Michael Jordan and John Stockton. Both are in the Hall of Fame. Both have decorated careers. Are we saying that John Stockton is the same kind of player that Michael Jordan is?
No, and Stockton didn't have nearly the achievements that Jordan or Brady has.
Because he wasn't transcendent.
Right.
He's not a transcendent player.
Thank you. You just made my point, Bucky. Brady had the achievements because he was transcendent. You just made my point.
He had a great coach and a great system. That's what we've talked about. A great coach and a great system. Just like John Stockton had a great coach and a great system. It's nothing wrong with being a system player.
He didn't win. Stockton didn't win a thing.
All right, let's.
You know why?
Hey,
he
Bucky.
didn't win? Because he ran into a transcendent talent in Michael Jordan.
Right. Bucky, give us your final thoughts.
This was Bucky.
Bucky, we got
try.
We got less than a minute. Your final thoughts on the Super Bowl.
Final thoughts on the Super Bowl? I think we found out everything that we wanted to find out about the quarterback. Pat Mahomes is a generational talent. Pat Mahomes was so good that Kyle Shanahan basically said, I fear that quarterback more than I trust my own quarterback. That's why they didn't go for it at the end of the first half. And it's also why he had been managing and protecting his quarterback throughout. It'd be interesting to see how the 49ers play with Jimmy Garoppolo going forward.
Bucky, that was the smartest thing you said this segment. Good job.
Bucky,
you ended on a high note.
You know what? I'm going to start watching Bucky again now.
Bucky, I enjoyed this. We got to get you in the studio.
All right, Bucky. Thanks so much.
Thanks, man. Great job.
Have a great weekend.
All right, brother. Peace. What's happening, y'all? It's Chris Broussard.
I'm Rob Parker.
And we are
The Odd Couple. Check us out as often as you can on YouTube.
And always remember, I'm Oscar, and he's Felix.
Oh, man. Are you serious?